If there's one thing that is very controversial in this world nowadays, it's nothing but Twitter. People love Twitter, people hate Twitter, some are jumping on Twitter, and others are like, I'm done. So I'm done, I'm moving out of Twitter. Twitter has become so controversial more than any other thing in this world. And the new owner of Twitter, Elon Musk, has just warned the board members and other people that Twitter is in a lot of trouble. In fact, Twitter is in a lot of stress, and if care is not taken, Twitter might not be able to support itself because Twitter, as of now, is not making any money. In fact, Twitter is losing a lot of money. So there is a lot of pressure for Twitter to start making some money. And that is why last week, Elon sacked almost half of the workforce of Twitter, like 50% gone. And the way he did it, it's very funny. The way he did it was in a very stylistic way. He just sent them an email telling them that from today henceforth, your services are no longer required. What a nice way to sack your employees. There is an article I saw on the Reuters that I want us to discuss about. The headline reads, Musk warns of Twitter bankruptcy as more senior executives quit. So people are leaving Twitter. Advertisers are pulling their money out of Twitter. Daily users are closing their accounts. Twitter executives are heading to the door, are quitting. Twitter is in a lot of problems. So let's see what this article says. Twitter's new owner, Elon Musk, on Thursday raised the possibility of the social media platform going bankrupt, capping a chaotic day that included a warning from a US privacy regulator and the exit of the company's trust and safety leader. The billionaire, on his first mass call with employees, said that he could not rule out bankruptcy, Bloomberg News reported, 2 weeks after buying it for $44 billion. A deal that credit a bill that credit experts says has left Twitter's finances in a precarious position. Earlier in the day, in his first company-wide email, Marx warned that Twitter would not be able to survive the upcoming economic downturn if it fails to boost subscription revenue to offset falling advertising income. Three people who have seen the message told Reuters. Your Road, who has overseen Twitter's response to combat hate speech, misinformation, and spam on the service, resigned on Thursday. Two people familiar with the matter told Reuters. In his Twitter profile on Thursday, Wood described himself as former head of trust and safety at the company, and chief compliance officer also resigned, according to an internal message posted on Twitter's Slack messaging system on Thursday by an attorney on its privacy team and sent to Reuters. Robin Miller, the company top and sales executive, told employees in a memo that she was staying at the company. A person who had seen the message said, diverging from earlier media response that she too would be leaving. The US Federal Trade Commission said it was watching Twitter with deep concern after the three privacy and compliance officers quit. This resignation potentially put Twitter at risk of violating regulatory orders. Mark's attorney told some employee in an email late on Thursday that Twitter will remain in compliance. We spoke to the FTC today about our continued obligation and have a constructive ongoing dialogue. He stated that only Twitter, not individual employees, could be held liable against the others. So you can see how much trouble Twitter is in. And people are saying that maybe or that maybe not, Elon can turn this thing around, because since Elon took over, people have been so uncomfortable with the way he's doing things. And you see from the $8 blue tick or blue mark, whatever you want to call it, that backfired. And everything just went from 10 to like 0. So it's left to see what will turn out of this alien Twitter thing. It has been a very, very long ride for everyone, and everyone is just waiting to see how this whole thing ends. And all we can say is that good luck to Mr. Alien. After all, he's a billionaire and he's a genius, and he's someone who has built so many companies, right? So I think he has the skills and the finances to pull this off. And if there's any person who can do this, he is the one. But there's one thing we all must be very, very careful of. Sometimes successful people turn to be very arrogant. Successful people tend to be Mr. Know It All. Because they have succeeded in one or two times, they feel that they can succeed all the time. So I hope Elon Musk will be smarter enough to understand that there are some things he doesn't know and he might need help from other people. Instead of just being that I am the boss, I am the CEO, I own this, I own that, so I can do this, I can do that, right? Because at a certain point in time, all of us need help from each other in one way or the other. So I hope Elon will be smarter enough to understand that might be, just maybe, managing Twitter might not be as easy as he thought. And so he might need to rely on some other people. He might have been able to manage SpaceX and the other one is called Tesla and the other companies that he has. And he might have been able to make billions of dollars doing just that. But Twitter might become a challenge to him. Maybe. So he might just put that into consideration when making decisions. But you guys out there, what do you think about this Elon Musk and Twitter thing? Do you think that Elon will be able to turn Twitter into a money-making venture, or is he just going to let it slowly die? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. So like I said before, if you come across any story on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, or even on TikTok that you thought is worth sharing with the world, please send it our way through any of our social media platforms. You can find them on this channel description section. Kindly support the show with $1 or more through the crowdfunding website Patreon, or send directly to us through our personal PayPal account. You have no idea how far your support and donation take us. Like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We shall appreciate it so much. Thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one and